Hello there everybody, this is Krista and welcome back to Crochet Witch Tarot, and today we are back with another round of deck speed dating. And the theme for today, so we are on to a tarot month. So I try and one of my neighbors is talking outside. Distracting, how rude, they know I'm doing this. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I try to alternate months. So last month we did Oracle decks, so this month I do pairings with tarot. Unless they're, you know, I mean, I really kind of do whatever I want, but I like that general guideline. But we're kind of mishmashing this month because I picked out three, oh my gosh, my brain right now, 3 tarot decks that I use as oracle decks, because it just so happened that 2 of my new decks are tarot that function as oracle to me, and I have another one that I was like, ooh, it'd be fun to find some pairings to it. So that's a theme. We're gonna start off with the Shakespeare Oracle. Now this is called an oracle, but it is a tarot, so it's a, I'm not really sure why they went, I mean, I guess I shouldn't really question it, because yeah, it really does function well as an oracle, but there are 78 cards, it's labeled as a tarot, or, you know, structured as a tarot, so there's that. But I do use it as an oracle, because on all of the minor arcana cards, we get a Shakespeare quote, which I love. It's one of the only decks where I actually get slightly disappointed to get one of the court or major cards, because you don't get a quote on those. And I really like using this for the Shakespeare quotes. So one of the decks, I really only have 2 decks that I knew of that I love pairing with this, and those are the Cat Black decks. So the Golden Tarot and the Touchstone Tarot are fantastic with this deck, but that's all I really played around with. So we're gonna get into some others here. The first contestant I have is the Literary Tarot, and we just talk for a second about this bag made by Sunset Bow Tarot. Just so perfect for this deck. Now, I haven't played around with this tarot too much either, only because it came in from Kickstarter, I want to say maybe earlier this summer, question mark? Is that right? Oh, that light is not going to pick it up well, because there is like a gilding, so we're going to give some bad lighting on this side just to see that card better. Okay, yeah, perfect. And it's anything literary or literature feels like a darker half of the year thing for me. Probably because sitting still and reading is never gonna happen in the spring and summer for me. So, feels like a darker half of the year thing for me. So, anyway, let's get to it. Delays have dangerous ends, with the Emperor and Queen of Quills, which is the Queen of Swords. Ooh, I like that. I thought this would be cool since we've got, obviously, like a literature theme going on here. We've got Strength with the Fool and 5 of Parchment. I feel like aesthetically this really works for me. Love comforteth like sunshine after rain, with the 8 of Quills and 2 of Ink. That's so interesting. The ink is the wands. That is an interesting pairing. Okay, we've got the King of Coins, Shylock, with the Queen of Parchment and 3 of Parchment. What I really like about the Literary Tarot is I do believe there's a bunch of different artists, but somehow it doesn't seem that way, which Is that even correct information? I do think so. I'm pretty sure it was all different artists. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We're looking at the pairing here. Okay, we've got the Hermit with the Queen of Ink and 10 of Quills. That's interesting. No legacy is so rich as honesty, with the Magician and 6 of Quills, or 6 of Swords. That's really interesting. Your choice is not so rich in worth as beauty. With the Page of Ink and... Ooh, with 2 pages. That's really cool. I think aesthetically, I'm liking this pairing more than I thought I would. So we've got the Lady of Chalices with Strength and the Sun. That's cool. We've got the Magician, which is Shakespeare, with Temperance and the King of Quills. Oh, that's so cool. That's so cool. Okay, I'm liking that. So that is the Literary Tarot. I think that's a cool pairing. All right. Next, I've got the Serpent and Peacock Tarot. This is the art edition this is not the most recent Kickstarter version, but like one ago, there was one that just came out that was, I want to say it had like keywords on it or something. Anyway, I thought this would fit really well since since I like the Golden Tarot so much. These decks are kind of similar in my brain. To thine own self be true, with the High Priestess and 4 of Cups. Oh my gosh, I love that conceptually, but also, that's a big yes. Visually, I love that. I love how this looks. And even look at the backs together. That's beautiful, right? Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. Okay, we've got the Devil, Puck, with the 6 of Cups and 7 of Cups. Oh my gosh, that's really interesting, right? The Devil card being caught in this fantasy, which is really cool with Puck, right? Like a fantasy of like, I don't know, childish dreams almost. That's fascinating. Okay. I summon up remembrance of things past, with the King of Wands and the Fool. Oh my gosh. That seems like an interesting thing of like the King of Wands talking to the Fool and giving advice. The Lady of Coins with 3 of Coins and Ace of Swords. Interesting. Okay, we've got Justice with the 9 of Coins and Strength. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. I like that. I'm really loving how this is looking visually, though. The course of true love never did run smooth. I love that. With the 5 of Pentacles and Judgment. That's so cool. Look at that pairing. Oh my gosh. Okay. I do think so far this is winning out over that Literary Tarot. I do think it'd be fun to read with the Literary Tarot with this, but this is really good. Lord of Scepters with 5 of Cups and 7 of Wands. Cool. Let's get one more quote. You are a lover, borrow Cupid's wings. With the Tower and the Sun. Oh my gosh. How neat is that? Oh, I love that pairing. So that is the Serpent and Peacock Tarot. We've got one more pairing to try out with this Shakespeare Oracle before we pick our second date deck, but I will say that I liked both of these so far. I could see myself using both. So, last but not least, we've got the Anak Tarot. I thought the borders on these would look really cool with the borders on that deck. Oh my gosh. Ooh, that glare, that glare, that glare. There we go. We're just gonna have to, they're gonna have to hug in real tight. That's okay. Ooh, I love this. Neither a borrower nor a lender be. With the King of Swords and Two of Pentacles. Interesting. We've got the Chariot with the King of Pentacles and Five of Swords. Ooh, that's kind of dark, right? But I love how these look together too. Gold that's put to use, more gold begets. With the World and Two of Rods. Oh my gosh, that's cool. That's really neat. All's done, all's won. With the Three of Rods and Eight of Rods. Cool, cool. That's really cool. Oh my gosh, am I just gonna keep saying cool, cool, cool? Alright. Essay the power you have with Eight of Pentacles and Knight of Rods. Oh my gosh. This pairing is so good too. This is hard. This is feeling hard. The Queen of Quills with the Ten of Rods and the Star. I really love the idea of the Queen of Wands here giving hope to this. It feels like giving hope to this man in the Ten of Wands. These look beautiful together though, don't they? I love how the borders look together. If music be the food of love, play on with the Sun and Ten of Swords. Wow, that's interesting, huh? Lady of Quills, the Hanged Man and Nine of Pentacles. We've got the Fool with the Queen of Cups and Death. Interesting. I don't know. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm gonna pick. This is a hard choice. Let's do one more and then I gotta choose. Alright, we've got Death with the Queen of Pentacles and Two of Swords. Okay, looking at this Anak Tarot, I'm definitely caught between this one and the Serpent and Peacock for that second date deck. Ultimately, I do think that the Serpent and Peacock visually is just slightly better. The weird thing I think that's getting me about this one is how the border on this is a true black, while the black in the Shakespeare deck is muted. Which probably sounds so weird, but I think that's the only little silly thing it comes down to. So, I think the second date deck for the Shakespeare Oracle is going to be the Serpent and Peacock Tarot, but I think all three of these, honestly, would be really fun to use. But I think the winner for me has to be that Serpent and Peacock Tarot. Okay, the next deck we're going to look at is the Nameless one, Tarot and Oracle. Now, this, it's really just because there is so much to get in with one card that using it in any other way than as the Oracle just, I think, would feel so overwhelming. Now, as I will say, as I did in my last video I showed, this deck does not easily get fingerprints on it, but if you see any, it's because I really like using a divination oil with this deck. I mean, I do it with most of my readings, but especially this one, so it is literal oil on it that I haven't cleaned. So, what I will say that there's probably not going to be much to look... because I at least really need to get into the guidebook for this, we're kind of just going for aesthetics and just general magical feel, because I think that's what I'm looking for with this deck. Is it's such a magical experience to read with. I want it to feel magical outside of it too, because most of the time I will pull one of these cards and it just leads to further questions, so that's what I pull the tarot in for. So this, our first pairing, is the Dark Mansion Tarot, and this one I had out for October to use as one of my spooky season decks, and then I just kind of had the thought like, ooh, I think these could be cool together, so I left this deck out with this one and just still haven't tried it, so we're gonna do it right now. See how it goes. I should make this stack much smaller though. There we go. Oh, that's funny, this is the card, Andy has this deck too now, and she pulled this card today. Slay. Okay. How do we feel about this? How do we feel about this? And that is my, oh, I won't spoil anything, never mind. Never mind! No, I'll spoil. That's my card for the month. You'll see more in my November vlog thing, whatever the heck you want to call it. Ooh, I really thought this would be good, but now I'm feeling like it's too busy. Right? What I think I like about it is that with this, the like black and gray border, I do like that with this deck. I think the colorings really go well, but then there's cards like these where it just doesn't. This is not blowing me away like I thought it would. That's a bummer. This is one I kind of have a hard time with. It's not one I would ever rehome. If anything, if I could even get my hands easily, well, I shouldn't say, you can still order this, but like, I really should say cheaply on another copy, because I have two cards that I bent, and part of me feels like I don't use this tarot as much just because of that. But also, I don't know, there's something about it where I'm like, it's not giving exactly what I don't even know what I want it to give. I don't know. It's one that stumps me a little, but I just kind of like having it, so it stays kind of thing. And I really thought this would be it, but no, I don't think this is it. Alright. I don't think it's bad. I think if I did feel called to bring this out while reading with it, like, look at these packs. Oh, see, that is cool. I shouldn't say it doesn't work at all. I don't think it's wowing me like I thought it would. So that is the Dark Mansion Tarot. Next up, I pulled out the Meraki Tarot. I have a feeling this could be really good. I don't know though, because this also has that kind of magical, mystical feel to it. Ooh. Oh my gosh, my camera is going cuckoo bananas right now. Let's just move that light from the last deck away. Jeez, calm down, camera. Okay, it's because of how much black is in this, I think. It's just a darker deck. What do we think about this, though? I think... yeah, I think that's working. Ooh, yeah, no, I think this is really good. This Meraki Tarot really has this, like, mystical, magical feel that I didn't really feel like I had anything that quite fit exactly how it made me feel. But it really hits in the same way that this one does for me. Which, now that I say that, that makes a lot of sense, because this one, it gives you, like, a lot of story, but also a lot of associations, and that's what the Meraki Tarot does as well. That's what I really love about it, where you get these, like, crystals and animals and colors, and so does this deck. It almost feels like... ooh, okay, it almost feels like the Meraki is, like, the everyday you could use this every day, but it's like the, how do I want to say that? I don't at all want to give off the idea that like this is the like lesser version of that. That's not what I mean. I think the Meraki doesn't take as long to digest the information that's being presented to you. You know what I mean? Which I think makes these work really well in the way that I would use them, where I'm pulling one of these cards, reading what that big grimoire has to say, and then kind of using the tarot for follow-up questions. I think they really match up well, and visually I think they're gorgeous. The colors palette is like the same. Right? I think it is. It seems it. Because the Meraki also has that really magical feel, but also kind of focuses on the same kinds of things that the Nameless one does. Oh, this is cool. This is really exciting, actually, because I feel like the Meraki is one that I've really wanted to just spend so much more time with, but I don't really feel pulled to use it in like a, just a daily pull kind of way. It's this thing where it's like, it feels like it's got this really magical purpose, but I didn't have a way to place that energy. But it feels like almost the Nameless one would kind of give it that place. Look at that. Oh my gosh. There's a lot of similarities, actually, I feel like, between these two decks, which is interesting. I didn't really think about that before, but this is a win. This is a win. Okay, so that is the Meraki Tarot. Let's look at our last contestant before I make any decisions, but I love that pairing. Okay, so this one came about because of Andy. She paired, in our reading, actually this morning, she used this deck and paired it with the Mystic Palette Tarot from Tiro Marchetti, the sepia-toned version, which I don't have. I don't have that deck at all, but I do have the Tarot Grand Luxe, and so I wanted to pull this because the pairing was so good, so good. So I was like, all right, let's see if just maybe any Chiro deck would work, and that actually is what spawned this whole theme for this video, because I really wanted to use this pairing, and I was like, well, I might as well use it in a deck speed dating. So of course, this isn't exactly the same as that other one. I think we just gotta bring down the brightness on here too. Someday I'll figure this lighting out. Yeah, that's good enough. What do we think? Because I feel like Chiro Marchetti's art also has that real kind of mystical, magical energy to it. I think I like it. Yeah, oh, look at that. That's really neat. Ooh, hold the phone. This is really good too, and actually I will be extra super excited because this is another deck where I'm like, it just doesn't feel like an everyday pull, like daily pull kind of deck. Like, I'm not pulling this out in the morning. I'm just not. But like a nighttime magical reading. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. This is a yes from me. Look at this. This is beautiful. So what do I, oh my gosh, I totally thought like Meraki was gonna be the clear winner. But now what do I think? What do I think? What do I think? Okay, I think the winner of the second date deck, yeah. What am I saying there? The deck that will be the second date deck, yeah, there we go, is the Meraki Tarot. But I think this Tarot Grand Luxe is really good with the Nameless one as well, and I think I want to try this out too, but I think visually the Meraki just works a little bit better. So that is the second date for the Nameless one, Tarot and Oracle. Okay, our last tarot I use as Oracle we're gonna look at today. I'm just gonna apologize in advance because I'm probably gonna spend way too long on this one because it is my new obsession. And that is the Cozy Witch Tarot, which, as you can see, I've already made a bag for. Hold on, I have to show, oh, where did I put the box? There it is. Okay, because this bag was Andy's idea entirely. Which I like the box on this deck. I wasn't even really necessarily planning on making it a bag, because usually for myself, I will just make bags when it really needs it, unless I'm feeling inspired, which I was with this deck. And so Andy had the idea of, if I was making bags, to make them match the witch's purse on the cover of the box. Can we just... How fun. What a good idea. So I did that for this, and then the ties match the box color, and I'm waiting on, so I picked out a cat that also matches the cat on the cover, and then I've got a little coffee cup charm coming to put on the other string, but I don't have it yet, so that's why that's that way. But anyway, I've had this for a little over a week now. I am obsessed. I have to sniff it every time. The Andrews McMeal decks just smell so good. Oh my gosh. Okay. I cannot get enough. Oh my, okay. So I wanted to start off just to show, because we're having fun here, my pairing I've been loving already. So I actually bring the mini version of this to work, the Oak Ash and Thorn. But this is, we're gonna look at the full size right now just to see it a little better. But I bring the mini to work along with this deck, and this has been my morning pull when I get to work. And oh my gosh, it's been so good. And usually I don't really like doing a white border with a off-white border, but this kind of gets to a deep enough beige color where it doesn't bother me for some reason. But look at this pairing. It's just so... It's just really cozy feeling. In all the best ways. It's like a non-sugar coating comfort. That's what I have been loving about this deck so much, and I feel that way about Oak Ash and Thorn as well. So it felt like the natural pairing, and especially since I've got that mini deck that I can so easily just kind of put in my work bag and bring with me. Yes. So I wanted to show that pairing really, really quick because I've been loving it. But that's really the only pairing I have tried out with this deck so far. Oh, no, that's a lie. I also really enjoyed the Anecdotes Tarot, but that is in my work bag still, so we shall not be showing that today, but just so you know. Alright, anyways, let's look at our contestants. Our first contestant is the Northern Animal Tarot. Yeah, I mean, I had to, right? I had to. This is the latest linen edition, which I'm also really obsessed with. It's just chef's kiss. Really, really good. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Because this deck also has a really, really comforting, cozy feel to me, but also is gonna tell me like it is, you know? Nothing is straight. Come on. Come on. Okay. Good enough, right? Ugh, we're gonna say that. Alright. Look at you. You're bursting with sparkly new ideas. With Bigfoot and the Nine of Pentacles. That's so good. Witches should hold other witches accountable with the Hierophant and Queen of Swords. Perfect. That is perfect. Sorry, but fairies aren't going to come do all the work for you with the Three of Cups and Knight of Cups. I love that. That's a really good reading right there, because it's sort of like, almost like, okay, are you like romanticizing life a little bit too much? Having a little bit too much fun where you're not doing the things that you need to do? I love that energy. Learn to get comfortable with sitting still when necessary with the Ten of Swords and the Letter. Oh my gosh, that's good. There is beauty to be found in every experience with the Devil and the Knight of Swords. Ooh, that's interesting. I do feel like visually this is pretty good too. Wake up, what is it that you truly want with the Ghost and Winter? Okay, let's do one more. Family is whoever makes you feel the most safe and comfortable being you with the Five of Wands and Page of Cups. Oh, that's really good. Okay, I like this combo. I do think though that something about the art together, not that it's not good, but I don't know. Okay, let's look at the other pairings we have here. The next one I've got is the Teddy Bear Tarot. Right, like I had to. This is another one. It just gives me the warm and fuzzies. And I thought the coloring would really pair up well. Okay. Hurt people, and hurt witches with the Knight of Swords and Nine of Swords. That is good. You're kind of a big deal, so start acting like it with the Ten of Pentacles and Seven of Swords. I love that energy there of like, you've got everything you've needed, or everything you could want. It's just like, are you cheating yourself out of it by not believing that you made that happen? Ooh, okay. Take a chance, for each morning is a new beginning with the Five of Pentacles and King of Cups. I love how this artwork is working together, and something about how we get these banners all across, I really enjoy as well. Give yourself permission to experience joy with the Eight of Cups and the Emperor. Such a thing of like, stop taking this so seriously. Like, come on. I'm loving this. Wow. You can't be right all the time with the Magician and the Hanged Man. Are you kidding? That's good. That is so good. And these are like, these are some readings, you know what I mean? Light a fire underneath your cauldron and go, go, go with the Four of Wands and Strength. I don't really know how to put into words too, like why for some reason this art style is just going better than the North. Maybe because this is a little bit more like, it's not muted, but maybe like toned down, softer. Softer is the word I'm looking for. I feel like it needed a bit more softness there. Tradition is important, but it doesn't have to be everything with the Moon and Six of Cups. What? Wow. Okay, one more. Replace your self-doubt with self-confidence with the Chariot and the World. That is a beautiful pairing. Okay, I'm kind of obsessed with that. So that is the Teddy Bear Tarot. Oh, we got one more to look at. And that is the Pulp Girls Tarot, which is a really, really fun one. I feel like it's got the same kind of like, I don't know, cartoon witch kind of energy there. This one feels a bit more like vampy almost, so I think that it's either going to work or it's not. Let's see. Okay. Will you or won't you? The choice is yours. With the Nine of Pentacles and Queen of Cups. Curiosity is a type of magic with the Eight of Wands and Ace of Cups. I do think, like, it's reading well together. Are your actions really as selfless as you think? With the Page of Cups and Eight of Cups. Oh my gosh. I like it. I like it. I almost feel like this deck is good if you want to bring a little bit of an edge to the Cozy Witch. Sometimes you have to be willing to bend the rules a little. With the Knight of Swords and Queen of Swords. I love, look at how they're like facing away from each other too. That's really cool. It's like, okay, this witch here is clearly like escaping out their window, and these two characters are like, we don't see anything. You do what you need to do, right? Treat yourself to something shiny every now and again. I love that. With the Chariot and the Sun. I mean, this is a good pairing. It is. It's so interesting. I feel like this deck speed dating, I wasn't really like disappointed by any of the pairings. I almost feel like it's really coming down to like a very slight aesthetic thing, which is exciting because I feel like from doing this, I actually have like quite a few things to try. Fun. Okay. Nurture what you have and see how it grows and grows with the Two of Cups and the Hanged One. That's beautiful. All right, let's do one more. Nothing is ever as hopeless as it seems with the Fool and the Emperor. Perfect. Okay, I like this pairing, but I mean, there is no denying that both reading and visually, the clear winner is the Teddy Bear Tarot. And I actually feel like it's... Was it the second deck for every one of these? I think we picked the... Or, I picked the middle deck for all of these dating rounds. Wow, that's interesting. Anyways, the second date deck for the Cozy Witch is the Teddy Bear Tarot, and that is all I have for you today. So, I hope you've had a fantastic week, and I'll see you again very soon.